So you guys have been here for a couple of days, right?
Yeah, actually just one day. We got in yesterday morning.
What have you guys been up to?
We went to beach kind of thing.
Yeah, it was actually like
by the river.
a man-made
that
beach
South
by
Bank?
the river. I have
I don't
no
know
idea
what
what
the
it was
name
called.
It was cool though. There's
In
like,
that dirty water? Or?
Oh yeah, we got
it was
in that
pretty dirty.
water.
Just a bunch of dirty dudes in dirty water.
I interviewed Joshua a few months ago around the second or third date of American Warped, and we're talking about the US dates obviously are comparatively much larger than here. I'm glad to see you guys survived the heat, but you said you're like back from Europe, so it's kind of really, really good to have like a bit of warmth back on your skin.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, it was really cold in Europe, and it was really cloudy always, everywhere. And so it was nice to land here yesterday morning and like walk outside and like take our sweatshirts off and put on sunglasses for the first time in months. So.
So, you know, Taking Back Roots has that strong operatic drama, and I think, you know, that orchestral kind of niche that you have that kind of defines Romans. You know, it's richer and multi-dimensional. How do you find transferring that live, like especially, even though it's a short tour, but like, do you manage to kind of encapsulate that live as well?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that.
Yeah, I don't know. Live, like, even before Tracing Back Roots, just going back to us being a band, we've always tried to put really, I guess, passionate performances on stage, and you know, along with that comes energy, and we really try to actually get into the songs and what we're doing. And so taking a bunch of songs that are really close to us personally, and you know, a message that we really believe in, it's not hard to, I guess, feel that same passion on stage and then demonstrate that through our performance to the audience.
Absolutely, that's always quite clear. You know, I Survive is such a huge track and like absolutely one of my favorites. Do you guys include that in your set list, even though you don't have Aaron there to sing?
Yeah, we played it in the States on our headliner a couple months ago, and the reaction was really good. It's weird because it's more of like a slower song, and it's got a different vibe to it, and I don't think we've ever written a song quite like that, but the kids reacted to it really well, and we're trying to get Aaron out, but he's busy doing other
busy
things.
Man.
But yeah, the reaction from it and playing it's definitely great. It's something different to bring to the band to kind of liven things up in a sense.
And it gives it a really cool break, especially from all the hardness as well, like to have this beautiful melodic moment.
Yeah, it's really nice, and I mean, it's everyone's.
Take like a break as well, so they're not sitting there going, "Fuck, I'm sweating."
It's everyone's like favorite, well, not favorite, but one of our favorite tracks collectively as a band. So it was really fun to play on our headliner. Unfortunately, you know, on our headliner we get to play as long as we want. We were playing an hour and 10 minutes, and over here, Warped Tour, and even in Europe, we have a much shorter set.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that song is not one that we will be playing today.
But we gotta play the hits.
Yeah. I was going to say, you know, coming from the UK Warped, especially in Germany, you know, the kids kind of listen to a lot of the harder stuff. You know, it's funny, you know, your set list kind of dictates the crowd and the audience and their reaction. So you'd kind of play like a lot of the harder shit.
Yeah, we kind of like playing a lot of heavier stuff too, like you were saying over here and a lot of overseas. A lot of people like the heavier stuff, and you know, we don't always get the chance to come over here or go over to Europe, you know, all the time. So when we do come, we kind of want to bring that heavy element. But hopefully one day we can break them in enough to be able to bust out some slower kind of.
Even like an acoustic set, that would be pretty rad.
We were doing those every day on our headliner. We were doing them every day, and we even did some in Europe in van stores. We had like exclusive Vans performances, but we didn't bring our acoustics with us on this tour because we just flew so much, and you know, it was a lot of gear we already had to bring and all that. But yeah, I mean, Europe, we definitely cater our set list more towards the moshy kind and whatnot. I'm not sure what to expect today, though. I mean, we haven't been back to Australia in over 2 years, and so I don't know. We've never played, you know, the new CD for them, so we'll see.
Well, I did walk out into the crowd, and there's heaps of like your merch on, so I'd say that's a really good indication of like how excited the kids are to see you. You know, the first half of 2014 is really busy for you guys as well. Do you even remember what your bed feels like?
Nope.
No, not really.
No, I haven't been back to my apartment since September. So
yeah, we've had a really busy year. We did a month-long tour in the States. Had 1 day home, and then flew out to Europe and did 19 shows straight in Europe, and then flew back home and had 15 hours home, and then flew from Detroit to Chicago to Hong Kong to Australia, and then had to take another flight in Australia to get here. I think it was like 27 hours of flying. And so we're pretty exhausted, but I mean, you know, we signed up for this. This is what we always wanted to do, and we just pushed really hard, and we're trying to get every kid in the world out there to hear us. So.
And I think the isolation of Australia kind of makes us a lot more passionate about music, because we're like so fucking psyched that you guys do actually come out here. So that's really, really interesting. How do you guys measure success as a band? I think, you know, the simplest thing you can do is like make music that you're proud of and, you know, that makes your fans react.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the biggest indicators for us is, especially in the States and now in Europe too, we started receiving a lot of letters. Fans will bring us letters about just the effect of our band on their lives. And in the States, we have a whole like binder full. And to us, that's a really good indicator that we're doing something right. Way back, you know, before we were anything, before we recorded an EP, before we had a label, managers, booking agents, any of that industry junk that was going on, you know, we decided that we wanted to be a band with a purpose, and that we wanted to share that purpose, that positive message with as many people as we could. So back then we started it for that reason. It was never about any fame, money, all of that stereotypical, you know, that's what the rock stars do it for and all that. So still to this day, that's how we try to measure our success.
And also, you know, think about in 20 years time, you'll be able to like categorize like all these beautiful messages and like images and like amazing letters to be able to like create this like huge massive scrapbook of your career, you know, like that's really, really cool.
I was gonna say those letters are gonna stay around, and you know, we're not always gonna be a band that can draw kids to our shows, and you know, we're not always gonna be able to make enough money to pay for our apartments, you know, but those letters will be there long after those apartments and whatever. I drive a really crappy car back in the States. As soon as that car is gone, you know, everything, I guess, material, all the possessions or anything that we can gain from being in this band, that all kind of fades.
Yeah.
And that's definitely a point of difference about your band, your connection with your fans, you know, and that's probably why they're so diehard about you. And my last question was, if I can get it, and lastly, will We Came as Boners make it on to some band merch at some point?
I mean, we've done some funny stuff.
We've got really ridiculous merch before. I don't know if that one will make
We
it.
Came as Boners.
I saw the photo on the internet and I was like, yes.
There's been a lot of people always make the "We Came in Trojans" joke, which is kind of funny.
There's that.
I don't know. We try to keep it. I don't know.
Pretty PG.
There's a lot of like bands that'll be like this, and then the F-bomb, this, or you know, like whatever. And I don't know. I mean, we don't really swear on stage or do any of that kind of stuff because we just, you know, our message and our performance and everything will speak for itself. I don't think we need to use those kind of words or anything like that. I mean, we swear in general, you know what I mean? I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's something we capitalize on promoting. But I don't know. We've been definitely digging into some funny stuff. A lot of kids are asking about Captain Cannon, the stupid character we made, and we had a T-shirt with an angry cat on it, and it said "The One True Nope." So we daddle in the
Grumpy Cat, not Angry Cat.
Okay, sorry, Grumpy Cat. But yeah, you know, we got some dad jokes floating around in the
there'll be more.
You guys aren't like 47 years old. You can like have a little bit of fun.
Pretty comical to us, but yeah.
You know, comparatively to the genre in general, you know, it's mostly teenagers that listen to it, so we gotta, in some respect, try to be like looked up to.
And I think in a way also you have no idea the lives that you do affect, whether it's 1 or 100,000 people, in a positive or negative way. And I think that's really important. I think, as I said, like, it's such a point of difference about your band, and it's very, very special.
Yeah.
Thanks.